G'day, it's Jamie, and welcome to Where's My Yowie. Today, I'm reading an old Aussie bush yarn, so we'll get into it. This was published in Sydney's Smith's Weekly on Saturday, the 16th of October, 1920, titled Ansells, Undertaker. Hunt and Tinner, with Gerald, the new manager, in tow, were taking the near cart across the tower to the mine at Tom Tiddler's, and were in the flat, sparsely timbered country just over the range. A sweep of sunburnt grass and crouching trees spread before them, lit with a solitary wattle in full bloom, gleaming like a great jewel in the middle distance. As the party approached the wattle, Hunt laid a hand on Gerald's arm and, pointing to a long, fallen butt lying between them and the gleaming blossom against which something danced above the log. The party stood still, and as they watched, the something flitted into view again and disappeared. This was repeated at intervals of about 10 seconds. The thing they saw was like neither bird nor animal. Hunt was unstrapping his rifle from the pack mule. "I'll have a slap at it," he said. He took careful aim and fired, but again the curious object jumped up and fell back. 3 shots were fired before the movement ceased. "Got him," said Hunt. The party advanced cautiously towards the log. Tinner having asserted with emphasis of an authority that what they had seen was the flirting tail of a full-grown bunyip. They saw nothing till they came quite close, and then Hunt uttered an exclamation of horror. Lying on its face in the grass was the body of a man. The grass about where the head lay was red with blood. Then the 3 men turned to the next object of interest. A tall, big-boned, almost fleshless, black-whiskered man, digging industriously in a neat prospecting shaft about 5 feet deep. The mystery was solved. What the travellers had seen was nothing but the dirt from the big man's shovel, jumping above the log as he threw it up. Hunt was kneeling by the prostrate man, his own face white as that of seeing a corpse. He gave a cry almost in exultation. "I didn't do it," he cried. "The blood is dry on the wound. It is dry on the grass. Thank God, I didn't do it." Gerald joined Hunt. "This man is not dead," he said. They brought water and forced it into the mouth of the wounded miner. They washed his wound, and while they were doing this, Tinner was endeavouring to engage the digger in conversation, but not a word could be got from him. He continued his work under the sweltering sun with great industry, and seemed unconscious of their presence. "He's as mad as a hatter," said Tinner. "Nobody but a dip would dream of prospecting country like this." They dressed the smaller man's wound and strapped him on a mule. It was necessary to hitch the big man behind and drag him away from his work. "I've got to bury Bob," he protested. "I got to bury Bob." "Good heavens," cried Gerald. "He was not prospecting. He was digging his mate's grave." They camped that night at the Kew Lagoon, and the long man was so peaceable that he was allowed at large. Hunt was the first awake in the morning. He aroused his mates with a yell. The wounded man's bunk was empty. At a little distance, the big, black-whiskered fellow was trampling the dirt in an excavation he had made. The 3 rushed him. There was no mistaking his task. He had buried Bob. Bob was dragged from his grave and was still living. It was weeks before he recovered consciousness, and we learned that he had been outed with a blow from a pick from his mad mate. A few days later, the big chap was handed over to the police at Bright. He had been caught digging another neat 5-foot shaft in the backyard of the house in which his mate was being treated, still intent on burying. Bob Ansell is alive today and claims to be the only living man in Australia for whom 3 graves have been dug. By Barb Dwyer, the end. Oh, I like that story. That's pretty cool. I feel sorry for this Bob Ansell guy getting buried 3 times, and I bet you if he never sees another shovel again in his life, it'll be too soon. Okay, that's it from me. I'll get back to you all next time. Bye.